Good morning, everyone, wherever you are watching. We are live here, Shalonda, who lives in the States. And we have here my tocaya, who is Monica Hernandez. She lives in Montreal. And I'm Monica Valardi here. And I live in Canada and originally from Mexico. So we're global. We come from all around the world. And we're very happy to see you here. This is our sixth episode. And we try to choose different topics that may be of interest for you. And we hope that you get excited about watching us next week. It's us, and we have to change a little bit our schedules because we are also busy moms, busy wives in the case of you, and I'm single, so but still very busy. So our topic for today, let me show it to you, and it's this one. It's mental health. Mental health and well-being in this digital age, which is so complicated. It's something that we have to deal every day with as moms, as mompreneurs, as persons, because we have to be able to be aware, to create awareness and have a mental balance and in our life as it. So we wanted to divide this into three different questions so that it's easier for us to explain and share our thoughts and our experiences with you. So Shalom and Monica chose the first one. And first of all, if you would like to introduce yourself, Monica.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Monica and Shalonda. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are listening to us in the world. My name is Monica Hernandez, and I'm coming to you live from Montreal. So today's topic, mental health and well-being in the digital age, is near and dear to us. I just want to highlight that we are not medical professionals or practitioners. However, we are just sharing our own insights and our perspectives. So the first topic that I chose was, what are common signs and symptoms of digital burnout, and what strategies can individuals use to prevent or cope with it in their daily lives? So, digital burnout mirrors regular burnout, but it primarily stems from excessive technology use. So, for example, some symptoms is where you're feeling, constantly drained and you're lacking motivation. You're scrolling online mindlessly, and it's not invoking any feelings, or you're not getting anything of it. You're also online so much that you've reduced your productivity, where things that you should be prioritizing, you're not necessarily prioritizing. And sometimes, in social media, there's so much going on, especially in this digital fast-paced age that we live in, that you can get stuck down a rabbit hole, and you can be on social media for hours and forget, like, oh my goodness, it's 6 o'clock, I was supposed to make dinner by now. I'm guilty of that. Other symptoms are where you have some physical symptoms. You have, headaches from constant screen time. You have eye strain from constantly looking at the computer or your laptop. You also get, some neck pain. Constantly we're hunched over, looking at our phones, instead of, sitting up and taking breaks and walking around and getting some exercise. Another symptom is social withdrawal, where you're isolating yourself and you're spending more time online than actually interacting in real life situations. So, one of the strategies, to prevent it and cope with it, the excessive technology use in our daily life is, set some boundaries. Schedule specific times that you're going to be on the internet. Time yourself. One of the great things, I think it's Facebook, and there are other apps that have timers that can tell you how long you're spending on it, where just to remind yourself. Because, like, I remember, I've been following Sarah Jakes Roberts. She just released a new book, and I've been watching every podcast because I'm just so mesmerized by, everything that she says. Another strategy is to do some digital detox, take a break on the weekends, or, whether it be at the dinner table, make sure, don't bring your phone with you. Concentrate, stay present in the moment. And the best, way is to prioritize your sleep. One of the things I've heard is that, you should avoid any screen time before at least an hour or maybe even two before you head to bed, just so that you can, get a restful night of sleep. Another thing is, when you find yourself, stuck, we work online, so majority of our lives is spent in front of the computers, but it's just reminding ourselves to get up and stretch and exercise and, go for that walk, get some fresh air. You know what? And I'm going to pass it back to you, Takaya.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Creating awareness. It's so important because otherwise we just get lost in time. I think it happens because maybe some years ago our kids were trapped in this, and we were just telling them leave it aside, right? Leave your phone, leave your computer, your iPad, whatever device they were using. But nowadays it's also moms that are get trapped in it, and we can see a lot of videos suggesting this, right? To create this awareness because time goes by so fast. And if we do not have this awareness about how we are living our lives and just getting trapped on the internet, that's not good. We have to take advantage of it, leverage it because it's an amazing tool, but we have to be careful about how we handle it. Even if we are working, we could be also workaholic, right? And just using that as an excuse to say, I'm working. Yes. So be careful, right? Be careful. Yeah. Shalanda, do you have something to add there?
On that point, I mean, I ditto literally what you stated. I ditto what you state. You definitely have to, set boundaries and guidelines as well. So
Mhm.
you definitely want to be in the moment. Be in the moment and take advantage of, being offline. Being off the computer. Bringing that family time back or me time back, or your significant other. Quality time back. So I ditto exactly what you said.
Yeah,
Love it.
definitely. Okay, so the next topic, thank you so much, Tokaya. And our
Mhm.
next topic, or not topic, but question is, in what ways can individuals strike a healthy balance between utilizing digital tools from work, communication, entertainment, while also prioritizing mental health and well-being in the digital age? It's very similar to the first one, but I want to point out something. We live in a world where everything is fast. Everything is just a click away. We're a different generation to our family, our kids, or younger generation that was born with a phone and with a digital smartphone in their hands. We had to, if we wanted a pizza, first we wanted to see, remember where it was the closest pizzeria, right? And then we had to go all together and decide about the pizza. If we wanted a medicine, we had to go to the drugstore. If we wanted a pair of shoes, we had to go to the store and wait for the next model to appear. We didn't know what was going to be the next model, right? So we were resilient, okay? This world is, we want everything so fast without doing absolutely anything besides click, got it, something. you know so that has created a way of life that we are not sure about time. Okay, on one hand we want everything fast, but on the other hand we are lost in time. For example, what happens to me sometimes, we are digital creators in this business, okay? And then we have a lot of friends, we are a huge community here, and there are people that are really knowledgeable about what we are doing, and then I start looking and it, oh, this is so beautiful, and this post is also beautiful, and this also, and this also. And then I suddenly notice that I have been comparing things for 1 or 2 or 3 hours. And I have not done anything, absolutely anything. And I have seen from friends that it happens the same to them. So,
I'm guilty.
Yes, we cannot forget the schedule. We have to have a schedule at our side. Set alarms. Sometimes like setting alarms. Like, okay, my time to work is from 8 to 10, and that's it. You didn't finish. I'm so sorry. It's taking this as a work, as a job, right? I have to work, have this finished from this time to this time, because then it could be a problem. And we forget that maybe if I do not have young kids anymore, but those mommies that have younger kids, they can even forget about preparing the milk for their babies. And the baby can be crying here outside, right? So many videos, funny clips that the mom is looking at her phone, the baby is in the back, and then she is carrying and she's moving the stroller, making the baby to sleep, helping the baby, and suddenly she finds out that the baby is not there, and she starts screaming and running around looking for her baby, and the baby is in the back. How
Mm.
innocent can we be in life? Just imagine that we have not noticed that our baby is in the back, and our bag hanging in a kangaroo. These kind of things happen to all
Yes.
people in the world, and it happens to me as well. I think I'm frozen, but yeah, on my screen, but I can see that on Facebook. I'm not frozen. Can you hear me?
We can. We can.
Okay, okay, okay. It should come back. So having this awareness that using digital tool generates a responsibility, and it has to be separated between communication. I needed to communicate, I needed to entertain, and I needed to work. But same, it is just a tool, and it cannot be a way of life, a way of having everything around myself based on social media or based on my phone or my computer or my iPad, whatever device we have in our hands. Okay, so having this, because what will happen in the future? We are lost in time. When we look back, our kids grow so fast. So we have to be careful about what we do and how we live our lives, and be conscious about time. Be conscious about everything that is staying behind, instead of being aware about what is happening around us, being aware of our feelings, of our family feelings, right? So that's just for me. And I don't know if you want to add something. The image is
I
frozen, but I think we can be heard, right?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. You're frozen, but we can still hear you. Your
Yeah.
voice is on.
Okay. Yeah,
I'd like
sure.
to say
So
something about it, Monica. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
yes, yes, yes,
Perfect.
yes. So
I
that's
just want to
most
say
important.
quickly, they always say instead of letting social media use you, use social media instead. Leverage, technology for well-being. There are so many apps out there that you can use, for wellness. There are meditation apps. There's affirmations that you can listen to on YouTube. And like I mentioned earlier, there are apps that can, time exactly how much time you spend on social media. And that's it for me.
Yeah, thank you so much. Shalanda, do you want to add something else?
Not to that, because it's actually going to go into my question as well. So I'm going to talk about it anyway. Do you want me to go right into my question?
Please, I cannot change it here.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's my computer that is frozen, but you have your topic, right?
Yes, yes. So, question three I have is, how can parents and educators help children and teenagers develop healthy digital habits while prioritizing their mental health? So before I jump into that question, I definitely want to just, share a little bit about me. I am Shalonda. I am a mother of five adult children now. My youngest just turned 18 a few months ago. I have five grandchildren. So this topic is definitely in my realm for sure. Um, so basically, I want to share a couple tips that I have and then kind of share an experience. But, parents and educators definitely can help by setting guidelines, as it was just mentioned from both Monica and Monica, and set boundaries, set those boundaries for, screen time, family time, promote a healthy balance between being online and being offline, like doing offline activities. They want to foster like open communication about, digital experiences, online experiences, offline experience as well. And then promote activities that are going to help with relaxation, well-being, and just being vigilant for the signs of digital overload. We can definitely overwhelm ourselves and have too much on our plate, not even realizing it. 2 minutes of you saying, I'm going to just go online and look for something, then you end up seeing something that you weren't looking for, but it piques your interest. And then you find yourself that you've been online for like 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. It goes by so very fast. So you definitely have to set boundaries, set those boundaries and those guidelines. And one thing that I was really adamant about doing with my children, and this is when kind of cell phones really just started being kind of popular, because when we grew up, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have beepers. We played outside. We didn't have, we weren't stuck in front of a television. We were made to go outside. I know we were, to spend quality time outside of the house and enjoy, playing with your friends in nature. But one thing I vowed, when I had children, that we were going to talk. Once we get to the dinner table, we hold hands, we bless our food, we pray for our families, those that don't have a meal. And then as we're eating, we're not all hush, we're communicating, we're spending that bonding time, utilizing that time, because, it's through the day to day, you don't have a lot of time for the entire family to be together. So when you have them together, make the best of the time, talk about things, communicate, ask, how was your day? Don't allow any technical devices at the dinner table. That's how we were raised, and that's how I raised my children. No, you're not going to be on your phone while we're eating. And I have to even catch myself because, being now an entrepreneur in the digital space, I always have my phone with me so I don't miss messages, but I have to as well be diligent to not have my phone at the dinner table and respond to anyone while I'm spending that quality time with my family. So, definitely want to, again, set those boundaries and those guidelines, at home and at school. I know nowadays some teachers, they allow phones, but, now they're kind of realizing it's a major distraction. It's a major distraction. And you want the children to focus on school. So again, set the deadline, set the guidelines, set boundaries, make sure they're adhered to, and, be sincere and open and communicative about it as well. So that's all I have on that subject. Monica, did you want to chime in on that subject as well?
Sure. And I just wanted to address a comment that we got from a Curtis in here, and it's so perfect. And I'm just going to read it out. Is just to let people know that they're not alone. And he says it's okay to reflect on everything you've done for the common ground of good. Keep striving and keep thriving. And and that's so true, Curtis. We just want to really address the fact that, to let people know you're not alone, and don't feel that you are. Go ahead, talk to someone, seek out help. Seek out the help of a medical profession, and if that's not available, reach out to a family, or close family or friend that you can talk to, that's going to be there to listen to you, and probably guide you and offer solutions. And that's the thing in this. We don't succumb to social media pressure, where we're scrolling through and we're like, hey, this person is on a vacation, their second vacation, and I haven't gone on vacation yet, and thinking that your life is not interesting. You're only seeing a certain aspect of their life. No one's life is perfect. Everyone's going through something from some time or another. Just don't be afraid to seek out assistance. And it looks
Definitely
like
great
we lost
advice.
Takaya.
Yes. Hopefully she'll be able to come back. That's something that you definitely get used to. You have your little technical difficulties, but you keep on moving. But great advice from Curtis. Thank you so much for chiming in with that great information. And yes, and pay attention. Pay attention. A lot of times, me especially, I see sometimes where, how your children are, when they're not themselves, so you definitely want to pay attention to. Ask them how their day was. Ask them if things are going okay at school, at home, with your friends. Sometimes they may not want to talk, but leave the door open that they can talk to you about anything and everything, even if it's an uncomfortable subject. And I'm really good at also sharing with my children too. If you don't want to talk to me about something, talk to someone, but let it be a responsible someone. Let it be an adult, a counselor, maybe even a neighbor or friend or family relative, someone that's wiser, mature, that you can look up to and get great advice from, because sometimes, children may not want their parents to know certain things, but as long as they're talking to someone, and you as that parent or teacher or educator, leave the door open that, I'm here. So
I
yeah.
love that, Solanda. Just encouraging our kids to share their voice, to keep the lines of communication open.
Yes.
You know, and it looks like
Awesome.
Monica is having trouble getting back, but we didn't
Yes.
to stay on too long. We can talk about this subject for hours, as it is near and dear to our hearts.
Yes.
If you are listening to the replay, let us know in the comments where you're listening to us from. If you're listening to us live, we'd also love to know where you're tuning in from.
Yes.
Oh, it looks like
She's
Tokaya's back. Monica, can you hear us?
I am here on my phone. I don't know what happened. It is so strange, but well, this is technology, and since I am the
That's what you're
host,
saying.
Mhm.
Yep, it comes with the
but just
territory.
look how it is. I changed. I had to change from my computer. It was frozen, and I changed over to my phone. This is so good that we can use technology to our advantage, for our advantage. But
Yes.
I could hear you, and you were just amazing. I am so sorry for this technical issue, but still, I mean, you're so good that you managed it amazing. So yes, thank you so much. And I have here. Well, I cannot see it here. Look at this. We have this informative complimentary session here. Okay, now Shalonda is gone. But okay, we have this informative
I'm here.
complimentary webinar Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know if you spoke about it. Do you speak about it?
We didn't yet. We didn't.
Okay, so that's all good. Well, we have this session which is bi-weekly, and you can join this. A lot of people from all over the world join us, similar to the three of us. There can be mom couples, men, older, younger people above 18. You just that's the only condition that we have, that we must be adults here. And well, you can hear stories about different situations where people join us, and also a little bit about what we do. So you can reach out to any of us, and well, we can also guide you through this path. And well, we are here to help you and guide you. And well, next Thursday we will be here sharing with you another topic. And I'm so sorry for this issue, but anyways, we are here, always trying our best to be here with you. And thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. Take care,
Thank you for
everyone.
watching. Have a blessed day, everyone. Take care.
Yes, you as well. Bye, everyone.
Bye.